Welcome back, guys, for another episode with Urban Timber. Today you're following along as we finish up part 2 of our walnut resin art. After we remove the slab from the form, we then clean up as much silicone as possible before heading over to the wood whiz for resurfacing. Using a track saw, I then rip it to its width. You know that old saying, measure twice, cut once? Here I'm making sure that I can get 4 equal pieces before making the final rip. Giving it a good rough sand before doing a little patchwork on the epoxy. A quick dusting with denatured alcohol, and then it's a little taste of what it's going to look like after hours of sanding. Using sure tape, I then seal off any knot from the bottom side. Once adding my pigment to the UV resin, I place it in a mixer for a few minutes. Syringes make small cracks a lot easier by placing the material where you want it and not wasting it by pouring it in unwanted areas. And now for the fun part.
Sanding, cutting, sanding, sanding, sanding.
When sanding epoxy or any other fill, it's important to stay on top of the product, taking the material down flush to the wood without digging a hole.
I'm just going to take one of your form papers and turn it into it. You know what I want to see you build? The film furniture.
Finally, it's time to cut this thing up. We're going for 18-inch by 18-inch squares here. On that note, I'm going to take a sec and introduce the canines. That was Oak. She's a silver lab and completely chill. The white and black one is Mira. She's a mixture of pit and tenderness. While the other one is Newt. He's an Australian cattle dog and definitely the vocal one. When we say hours of sanding, we mean hours. Something like this, with this much resin, gets sanded up to 2,000 grit. It's nothing but the best white glove service for our wood around here. We're finishing this piece like we finish all of our pieces, with Odie's oil. Buffing this into the wood will give us a rich luster, highlighting any chatoyance this grain has to offer. Here I'm using the super penetrating oil. This will seep deep into the grain, stabilizing it and preparing it for the next coat. Just keep in mind with this stuff, a little goes a long way. After buffing, it's a waiting game for at least 40 minutes while this stuff soaks in, and then it's time to wipe off all the excess. We prefer using a terry cloth to ensure getting all the excess oil off. Overall, we're stoked how this turned out and can't wait to see it on someone's wall. Odie's oil and other products to use in this video can be purchased at urbantimber.com. That's URBN timber.com. Thanks, see you guys next time.